Ladies and gentlemen, the New England Patriots just made one of the best moves of the season. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. On the daily Patriots content, don't miss out. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and what the heck, hit the like button while you're at it. Again, the Patriots are 6-2, going to take on the Falcons. What's there not to like? What's there not to like? At the beginning of the episode, a lot to talk about, moves the Patriots have made that are incredibly smart as well. We talk practice squad, and we talk trade at the end. And I'll tell you this week, we will get to the Falcons at some point. And Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Hopefully he's not on your fantasy team. I feel like he always disappoints, but that's all beside the point. Let's jump right into it. First and foremost, one of the best things the Patriots could have done this season was extend Marcus Jones. Again, a lot of people were hesitant. Is this going to happen? We will see. Marcus Jones literally just shot out of the cannon at the beginning of the year. He's had 2 interceptions, one recently against Cam Ward, and if you remember, the other one against Josh Allen in that big Sunday night game against the Bills in where? Buffalo. And who got the win? Oh, that's right. Wasn't the Patriots? That's right. It was. Josh Allen driving down the field, not so fast. Marcus Jones literally jumps on the route, gets that pick. Beautiful. Not only that, Marcus Jones has also returned a punt against the Panthers, 87 yards, earned AFC Special Teams Player of the Week, all these different accolades. Listen, also, former All-Pro returner, very well could get that again this year. The man is on just an absolute rampage in it, and I love seeing it. And if we jump specifically into his stats real quick, we look over this season right now. We go all the way up to defense, and he's played about 76% of all snaps. As well, on top of that, on top of his interceptions, he's almost at a career high of pass breakups, which is awesome. He has 9 right now. I believe his career high, as it says right here, is 10. The man's just playing good football. A great slot corner, great returner. The Patriots would have been dumb not to give the man an extension. Now, it's rumored, the Patriots have not technically revealed it, but inside source says it's a 3-year, $36 million, there we go, dollar deal through the end of the 2028 season. What's there not to love? What is there not to love? And I think what's great about, and comment below, would love to hear your thoughts on this Marcus Jones move. And I do remember not long ago I asked the question, hey, who has been your favorite player to watch? And it would surprise people the amount of people that put Marcus Jones. I think a lot of people love watching him play football. I feel like a football's guy, a typical football guy that says, listen, I like watching the slot corner and the returner play some ball, especially against those speedy receivers in the slot. Marcus Jones, he has proven he is worth his weight in gold. So again, this is a incredibly smart move by this organization, by this front office. You love to see it. Now, we go back. And I just want to say this. The Patriots, regardless of what you think last year, regardless of what you think of Wolf, in all these different people, this Patriots organization has made some good decisions. First and foremost, I feel like it started last year. I know this was under Drod Mayo, but not extending the contract of Matthew Judon. And you might say to yourself, well, why does that matter? Matthew Judon right now is doing absolutely awful for the Miami Dolphins. Not doing great. If you remember against the Dolphins earlier this year when Drake May had the rushing touchdown, I believe it was a little bootleg, Matthew Judon chasing him. He wasn't quick enough, couldn't get him. His year for the Falcons the year before that, nothing to write home about. He did play all 17 games, but again, nothing to write home about. So far for the Dolphins, not great. So again, smart decision. Elliott Wolf, that might be a big that decision right there might have been one reason they're like, all right, you're going to keep your job. and Drake May. That was very helpful in that 2024 draft class. But on top of that, let's look at the track record right now of players that have we're not talking about drafted, we're talking about been signed, okay? We look at Diggs, Milton, Spillane, Moses we haven't talked a lot about, but he's been doing well. Bradbury, who's, sure, he's had a couple of mistakes, but has been doing much better than he did in Minnesota. Carlton Davis, and that's just to name a few. The Patriots front office continue to show they make smart decisions. And we're just talking about free agency. We're talking about extending contracts. We're not even talking about the draft necessarily. And there's a lot of great things we can talk about from the draft as well, specifically from this last year's draft. You got a lot of rookies who are starting, and hopefully they continue to grow and develop and are with the Patriots for years to come. But all of that to say, this move right here to extend Marcus Jones was a great move, was a very, very smart move. And it shows throughout the front office, they when it comes to, and again, you're probably going to say, well, Aaron, what about the 2024 draft class? Yep, we had some hiccups. Ryan Cowden is a big help in the front office as well. We got to acknowledge that. But it's smart when they see talent, when they see, hey, this person, as Mike Vrabel said, is going to be an added value to our team. We need to take advantage. We got to get them on our team. Again, there's a lot of question marks, especially on a lot of these players, especially Stephon Diggs when he came in. And there was a lot of people even saying Marcus Jones, he had that all-pro year in 2022. I don't know. Man's balling out. Pay the man. So comment below. What do you think? I think this is just a great sign by the Patriots that they are making smart moves, not only in free agency, not only in this past year's draft, but as well as in extending contracts when they need to be extended, especially in a player like Marcus Jones. They are making good decisions, and that's what we need to have a successful football team. What are your thoughts? Comment below. I'm pumped. I love Marcus Jones. It's great to have him on the team. Big number 25. Let me get off this Matthew Judon page. So comment below. Would love to hear from you and your thoughts on that. Ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of hard things to do in life, such as rocket science or tie your own shoes. On second thought, that's not too hard. But anyways, one of the easiest things you can do, and one of the easiest things I did, was team up with DraftKings. And I'm going to tell you what, we have a special offer for you. Super simple. New customers bet $5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. It's simple. Turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets. What is there not to love? And I'll tell you what, it's going to be worth it, and you're going to love it. And as I said, it's easy to do. So just download the DraftKings app and use code STP. Again, STP. Also, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or please read the description below. Next up, the Patriots add 2 running backs to their practice squad. Again, there's a lot of speculation right now saying the Patriots need to go get a running back. I'm here to tell you, I really like Ramondre Stevenson. I really like Travion Henderson. Terrell Jennings, really like him too. Again, Terrell Jennings, the time he's gotten the ball, he's made the most of it. And I like to see that. I'm going to say this, and I know his mom watches. Love that she watches. We love you. But we know Antonio Gibson are big shoes to fill. But again, I do not see running back 3 as the top priority or even a priority right now. I really don't. I think the bigger priority, and I will continue to say this, is depth at the cornerback position. If they trade Kyle Duggar, then it would be safety depth. And I would say there is talent, a lot of raw talent on the edge rushing side, in the depth side of that, but I think we need more immediate help in that area. Chason doing great. KC doing great. Harold Landry III doing great, but I think they need more help. So again, I don't see running back as a crazy pressing need. Again, I'm just a high school PE teacher. I'm just saying it how it is. And I'm not just saying it because Terrell Jennings' mom watches this show. I'm not saying that. I really think we're going to be all right. It's going to be fine. And they're going to continue to figure this out. But again, it's not a bad thing to say, hey, let's throw some other guys on the practice squad. They got Jonathan Ward as well as Rashawn Baker. Ward, who spent time with the Patriots, so has some experience in the NFL. Baker, who is an undrafted free agent out of Elon, the FCS school, and he spent a little time with the Giants. So nothing crazy. Corbin, who just got thrown onto the practice squad injured reserved because he tore his ACL. Sorry, he got my fault. Antonio Gibson tore his ACL. Corbin got hurt, thrown on the practice squad injured reserved. And so, and we know Truman Jones getting signed by the Titans 53-man roster, getting signed over there, freed up some space. And there was also space already before that. So again, hey, you never know. You practice squad's a nice thing where it's like, hey, we can elevate some guys. Injury can happen, and these guys are here to step in and help. So when we look at this, it's not a bad move. But again, I think the bigger needs are depth at cornerback, potential depth at safety, edge rusher. I think those are the biggest things at the moment. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Again, I know a lot of people would disagree with me, and that's fine. Comment below. If you disagree with me, that's fine. And it's not going to offend me. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just saying that's my thought. That's how I view it, especially too after knowing, thinking this training camp that DJ James and Alex Austin were going to be just absolutely great at depth, and they proved not to be. And then they've, the whole Charles Woods and all these different things. Cornerback, I feel like depth needs to be a little more secure and figured out. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I think a lot of people agree. Yeah. But again, that doesn't mean if they were to go out and sign a running back that I'd be like, oh, this is stupid. That doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that. Multiple things can be true at once. Multiple things. I can prefer them to get cornerback depth, safety depth, edge rushing depth. But at the same time, if they draft a running back, hey, if that's what they feel like fits the system and is best for this team to move forward and be successful, heck yeah, let's go. But again, I don't think, going out, I think a lot of these big time media people from ESPN, all these different places, I think they personally think it is the running back position. But again, I don't see it, especially after TreVeyon Henderson playing well this past week, besides the fumble. Obviously, that was frustrating. In Ramondre Stevenson, we've seen him and his potential. TreVeyon Henderson has a ton of potential. And again, I do not mind Terrell Jennings at all. Man makes opportunities when he gets the ball. So what do you think? Comment below. Would love to hear from you. If you got anything else to say, would love to hear it. But again, Patriots making great decisions, and it's only going to help them now into the future. We'll talk later. Hit that sub button on your way out. Peace.